Women Who Work Too Much. The title itself resonates. This is Tamu Thomas's new book. I wanted to read an extract, share some thoughts, and encourage you actually to not only buy it, but share it, talk about it, use it. It's not a self-help book. I mean, it could probably fall under that category. But I think we're in an age where we can say it's even more than that. And actually, it's described as a manifesto for change. That's a powerful, powerful term. Powerful terminology used there. Tamu is an incredible woman. She does powerful and important work. And to find a book like this, to have a book like this, especially as a black woman who has worked too much, has worked a lot, and still sometimes doesn't feel like I've done enough. Yeah. So to have a book like this speaks to me, speaks to my soul, and speaks to my very being. And I, having read the book, but also, you know, having done not all the exercises, but some of the exercises, the journal prompts, the reflections, it's given me a lot to think about and a lot to unpack. And what I particularly liked about this book, and I think it's one of the reasons I wanted to share and talk about this book, is that it's centered black women and women who aren't white. There's many books like this, books that, you know, if we're going to categorize them as self-help, as motivational, as, you know, kind of under that umbrella, there's many books like this, but they often center white women. So to have a book that centers women of the global majority and black women specifically, in my, from my perspective, is just empowering and useful. And I like useful things. I like useful books. I'm a really big believer in having books that and resources that you know, especially when it comes to this kind of genre, that you can have key takeaways and you can go back, dip in and out, right? And because I'm, you know, we're trying not to be the perfectionist that we can be sometimes. Even though I use that word, I'm like, yeah, whew, we can be sometimes as women, specifically as black women. The good thing is you can obviously tear this book up. No, don't tear it apart, literally. Eat it, don't eat it, literally. No, make notes, use it, talk about it, discuss it. It's very easy to read. It comes in, let me just remember how many chapters. 9 chapters, just over 230 pages. But remembering that there's some resources as well. Really easy. And I'm going to read from the back blurb, and then I want to read an extract in the book so you get an idea. Women can have it all, but do we really want it? Do you find yourself saying yes because you were never taught how to say no? Or perhaps you're working all hours of the day but are still not feeling good about your achievements. Many of us believe that to be our best selves we should do more, but the result is often stress, burnout and disillusionment. Woo! Hello! I wanted to read from one of the chapters, so it's, like I said, there's 9 chapters, and I'm going to read from chapter 8, Choosing You. And I'm at that point in my life where I'm really bringing everything back to me. I believe in source, I believe in God, I believe in my source, but then I need to now focus more and more in this next chapter of my life on me. So this was really, really pertinent. So yeah, let me read this from page 214. Your self-concept matters. Our self-concept is the way we see and experience ourselves. It includes our character, morals, values, skills, aspirations, and social roles. It's a template for how we relate to our inner world and the world around us. It influences the way we behave, our emotional well-being, interpersonal relationships, and even the desires we dare to dream for ourselves. Yet, this concept of self isn't formed in isolation because we are relational creatures. Remember, Ubuntu, the South African philosophy emphasizing communal values and interconnectedness. Our self-concept is formed by the intricate interplay of social structures around us, including the systems that oppress us. That's why I said earlier, eat this book. Because even just that paragraph, even just that little excerpt that I've shared, speaks volumes. You know, sometimes when we talk about self-help and motivation and all those other kind of the themes, yes, they're powerful, but often what ends up happening is we place so much emphasis on what we can do as the individual, when there are a lot of things around us and that are surrounding us that are actually taking us away from who we are and the essence of who we are as part of the communities that we belong. And then there's the structures, the barriers. Even in this chapter it speaks about white supremacy, the structures, the barriers, all of those challenges that force us or keep us from being who we truly want to be and who we can be. Powerful messages, powerful book. I think this is a great introduction to so many conversations and to realizing that you can create a whole new world, a whole new way of being, a whole new energy from wherever you are. And you know, this book is for women, this book is for black women, this book is for women of the global majority, this book is for all women, this book is for anybody who wants to reflect and really look at their, you know, toxic productivity, their hyper busyness, and take stock and really think about and imagine a new way of being. So thank you, Tamu. I appreciate this book and I appreciate you for writing it.